Hello everyone, welcome back to our second video lesson, and on today's second video lesson we will be doing with our second poetry chapter entitled That Be Not Proud by John Donne, who lived from between the late 16th to early 17th centuries. He is also one of the leading figures among the metaphysical poets. In this poem, John Donne calls death a proud person. He compares death to sleep and rest. He also again called death as a slave to faith and chance. And at last he says that death, it shall die forever. So it shall die at the end. So to understand that, we will divide the poem into 3 quadrants, that is 4 lines each, and the last 2 couplets. And the rhyming scheme of each quadrant is A, B, B, A, B, B, A. It's like that. So let's start and let's begin with our poem. And the poem is a 14 lines, which is known as sonnet. And this is included in one of the 19 sonnets of his Holy Sonnet or Divine Meditation. And this is also the very sonnet That Be Not Proud is also known as the Sonnet 10. Okay, we'll begin with our poem, with our sonnet like this. That be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art not so. For those whom thou thinkst thou dost overthrow, die not poor that, nor yet canst thou kill me. And the first quadrant, the poet calls death as someone who is proud. First of all, he personifies death, and here, death is the direct recipient of the speaker's address or of the poet's address. He presents death as a proud person who is proud for having been called as mighty and dreadful. So he speaks to the death, or he says to the death that though someone have called that to be mighty and dreadful, there is nothing to be proud as such. There is nothing to feel as such. For those whom thou thinkst thou dost overthrow, die not poor that, nor yet canst thou kill me. And he says to the death that though something that they have been defeated by death, actually they did not die that poor death in reality. And likewise, it cannot kill the poet or the speaker himself. Death cannot kill the speaker in reality, though people think that death defeats them, death has overthrown them. The second quadrant, from rest and sleep, which but thy picture be, much pleasure then from thee much more must flow. And soon as our best men with thee do go, rest of their bones and souls delivery. And in the second quadrant, he compares death to rest and sleep. He compares death, and he says that death is nothing but a picture of sleep as well as rest, which the people are unused to. And he says that actually people draws pleasure, they derive pleasure in sleep and rest. So if at all death is like that, if at all sleep and rest is a picture of death, then people would derive much pleasure from it, and then much pleasure would come from death itself. And soon as our base men with thee do go, rest from their bones and souls delivery. And likewise, base men also die and goes with you, but and also they are ever ready to go. But when they are ready and when they follow you, it is that they are being delivered from the pains or the suffering of their bones, and then their souls are being delivered from the bondage of their body. That's what the poet says to death. The third quatrain. Thou art slave to fate, chance, kings, and desperate men, and thus with poison, war, and sickness dwell. And poppy or charms can make us feel as well. And poppy or charms can make us sleep as well, and better than thy stroke why swallowest thou then? He says, in the third quatrain, he called to death as a slave, someone who obeys the order or command. And he says that death is nothing but a slave who follows or who obeys the law of fate, chance, kings, and desperate men, who follows and then who comes along with those desperate men who wants to die, who wants to give up their life, and who lives along with the poison, war, and sickness. And that it is nothing but a slave that lives along, that follows the command, and then that obeys the law, and at the same time that lives along with poison, war, and sickness. Because when someone takes the poison, it comes along. When someone goes to a war, when there is war, that comes there, that follows there. When someone is sick, after a long time, obviously people die. So like that, it says that, the poet says that it is nothing but a slave and something that lives with poison, war, and sickness. And poppy or charms can make us sleep as well, and better than thy stroke why swallowest thou then? And it says that poppy or charms, an intoxicant substance which is supposed to give like rest and sleep, he says that they can also make us, they can also give us a better and a gentler sleep and rest, which is better than your stroke, which is better than you. So if poppy and charms, the intoxicant substance, are supposed to give a better sleep and a gentler sleep than you, then the poet cautions that as to why then it should be proud, then why it is proud. So the last couplet, the last two lines. One short sleep past, we wake eternally, and death shall be no more, that thou shalt die. To understand these two lines, we can also bring in the Christian symbolism, which we believe, which the Christian believe that the souls will raise, and then after the day of the judgment, where based on the deeds, they would live for eternity, whether it be on hell or heaven. So likewise, it says, one short sleep past, we wake eternally. It says that that is nothing but a sleep that actually transports a soul to the other world, to live for eternity, forever. And that shall be no more. Then there in the other world, that shall be no more, that thou shalt die, and in the other world, that shall die. So here there is a use of paradox as well, where the poet says that which is supposed to bring an end to a human life, the poet says that it will itself end there in the other world. So with this we end with the 14 lines of the poem. I hope this brief explanation helps you to understand the poem. As you sit back and watch this, I would like to request you all to read the lines again and try to understand the theme which the poet is trying to say, which the poet is trying to present. Here we can find that the poet is like presenting that death actually is not so powerful as it presents itself to be, and there is nothing to be proud of, and there is nothing to be scared of death. He faces death and then presents the picture of the death, that it is nothing there, that there is nothing to be proud of. So please try to work on the critical appreciation based on your understanding of the poem, and also try to find the theme of the poem. Thank you.